and I wanted to do a real quick sketch and show you how I do it. My prompt today is pots. So I took that prompt and thought about ink pots. I have an image here and I'm going to show you how I'm going to make a loose sketch out of this photograph. It's a really cool book. It's called Inks and Scratchboard Chapter, and I just saw these wonderful ink pots and I thought, why not? Let's just give that a try. So over here I have a zebra click art pen, so you just click it that way, and it's gray. I also have a black one that I bought, very affordable. So I'm gonna do this guy. Okay, thinking of compositions here, I'll start with my biggest pot here. So I'm gonna do a really quick pot shape. Just think of it as shapes, and then it just gets easier to sort of place your subjects in your composition. Small one here, gold one here, let's do one here as well. I'm gonna try to fit as many as I can. Okay, and then since I'm coming outside a little bit, so I'm just gonna just do it that way, and that's okay. These would be my ink pots. I have all of these wonderful brushes that I want to include in my composition. So I have one that's going that way. Might not do all of them. Remember, you're not supposed to do all of them. Hi, Abby. How's it going? It's hard to see the comments come through because how my silly tripod is set up. I just saw your comment. And it's not even giving me the alerts that someone is watching. How odd. So good to see you, Abby. How's it going? Okay, so I'm gonna do this like so. And then we have a little brush there. I'm gonna do one here. Just quickly get that down. Shout out, please. That one brunette official. Good to see you here, brunette official. Oh, you're tired? How's it going, everyone? It's, what time is it for us? I think it's 10 something, 10:30 or something. No, it has to be more than 10:45 maybe for us. And it's a beautiful day. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that, official brunette, or brunette official. I'm so sorry. I screwed that up. 4 p.m. Oh wow. Where are you at? Okay. I'm gonna add some pens here, but I'm not gonna worry too much about like what they look like. You know what I mean? Oh, UK? Oh, how fun. I love when people tell me where they're watching from, because I'm like, oh my god, I don't know. I'm still kind of blown away by the reach of social media sometimes. That's crazy. 8 a.m. Oh my gosh, Abby, you early bird. If I didn't have to wake up early, I would just sleep in most of the times. But unfortunately, I have to wake up early, especially on weekdays. I just enjoy sleeping so much sometimes, you know? And then you feel guilty of like sleeping in and wasting the day away. Alright, I'm gonna add these hands here. Not gonna worry too much. This morning, I'm trying to read the comments at the same time. I should have thought about this setup. I didn't. I just kind of, I was trying to go live and then YouTube kept like uploading. It wasn't connecting for some reason, and then it just threw my mojo off, and now I'm like struggling with this tripod trying to read all the comments coming through. So if you see me pause, it's because I'm trying to read the comments. But I'm going to try to make it quick. Okay, so you can see what the heck I'm doing. You like this mug? Dude, it's like so fun. I have really fun stuff in my studio that I've collected over the years. Maybe I should do a video about that. It's, look how cool. Like you can open it up. I still haven't used it because I just don't wanna. But I wanna put like paint or something in there. It's a hamburger. I love it. Okay, so now that I have some brushes, let's get to the good part. Hi, Kamala. Nice to see you here. So I've got a green and a purple. Dang, where's my, I need to wipe my brush. Okay, so we'll grab our purple because I like that purple a lot. So this would be my purple pot. And remember, we try to keep it like as loose as possible, so we're not gonna worry too much about what's happening. And then we'll build it up, okay? Let's do the green here with a little bit of gold, I think. I just can draw stickman better than... You know, we all started with a stickman. And then we just stuck to it. Get it? I'm so lame. But you know what I mean? You just have to keep up. You just have to keep at it for a while, and then one day this stick figure looks like a proper portrait. I'm not kidding. That's how it happened to me. I did a 100 head series, and only after that was I able to draw or sketch portraits. It's such a good exercise. If you want to get good at anything, I highly recommend do it 100 times. Not joking. Get a sketchbook, just do that thing 100 times. Alright, this color is almost like a reddish brown. You just practice. Doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. If you want to get good at it, you just do it. And apologies if I thought you were a girl. Alright, so this, let's get that going. Okay, a little bit. Oh my gosh, this is such a beautiful purple, guys. Okay, I love this color. Oh my god, this is beautiful. This is like this ink guy right there. And then we'll do this one. So at this point, I'm gonna take some creative liberty and I'm gonna start changing the colors here. I know it's like a brown green. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I'm gonna add some yellow because this is purple, so I'm gonna try to lean towards the complementary. The complementary of purple is yellow, so we're gonna do a yellow on this side. We could definitely do highlights here. Okay, and then really dark yellow inside, like there. Ah, these look so cute. I wonder if I can draw realistic. Cool, but I don't. Well, you gotta try, right? Just get a sketchbook and draw for like 20 minutes and then see what happens. And then next time, draw it for like 40 minutes, you know? Because sometimes it's just the fear of what if it doesn't look good and then we don't want to try it. So don't put that pressure, just try. It's okay. So what? Alright, I'm gonna put some dark blue in there. Where's the darkest blue? I've had this kit since forever and I just love it so much. This is my favorite watercolor kit. Okay, so I have that. I would like to sketch things around you. It doesn't even the person perfect. Yes, Abby. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly. Just sketch anything around you. You're sitting in a cafe at your dinner table. Just draw whatever you see and just do a real quick sketch. Keep a small sketchbook with you. I've done that. I used to carry a small sketchbook. I should do that again. I don't do that anymore. I'm trying to practice more mindfulness, you know? So I'm trying to be present wherever I am, whatever I'm doing. I'm trying to do it more mindfully. So now I'm trying to kind of relax a little bit. So I don't take my sketchbook out anymore. I try to be present with the people that I'm with, you know, unless we're all doing it together, then it's different. I find that sometimes I'm too distracted by the things I want to do that I don't spend quality time with my loved ones. So I'm trying not to do that. Okay, so these need to be darker. I don't like what they look like right now, so I'm gonna just bump it up a little bit. Alright, all of these pens, I'm just debating if I should do it with, okay, let's do the brush with this for sure. And this is like a used one, so I'm gonna mix the complementaries together to sort of make it look like it's brown. And then with these ones, we'll do this guy. And it doesn't have to look exactly like that. Remember, that's the whole point. Okay, and then I'm just gonna go a real quick sketch right there. And I'm gonna do a gray one here. Let's do the gray. And then there's a gold sort of a thing happening here. Just pay attention to the shadows more than anything. Okay, there we go. And then we'll pick up some brown maybe. You can definitely tell what colors, right? Oh my god, you can tell, like, I ate up all of this. Paint's gray, this gray, the white is almost gone. The blues, the reds, I mean, I love the reds. Something about the reds. So you're right, I literally have eaten up all those colors, you can tell. I need to fill it up, but it's like, I often do think about getting a new kit, a watercolor, but I am emotionally attached to this one. So I use it, and then I kind of feel bad that it's running out. So I don't want to use it. It's weird. I think you will be great, Kamala, if you just practice for a few days, like a week even, like sketch for a week, and then you can clearly see your progress. It's wild how much progress you can make in just a week. I did the daily challenge, and I kid you not, it just gives you so much confidence at the end of it. You'd be surprised. So I highly recommend just doing a daily challenge. Okay, I'm gonna start to darken those areas up because I do not like how light they look right now. So let's do that. There. Right now, these bottles look like they're floating because there's no cast shadow, but we're gonna work on that. I am doing my studio hours today, so I'm at my studio. I'm trying to get this done as quickly as possible, just in case somebody shows up. Okay, so for our shadows, I like using the Guild of Killing the OG paint palette. Oh my god, right? You know what I'm talking about. It's like, this is my friend. My first friend ever. This is when I hated watercolors, guys. And when I started, and I was so scared of watercolors. So this guy has been there for me. He's seen everything with me. It just makes me so emotional. What the heck? That's how attached I am to this little guy. Okay, I'm gonna add the cast shadows, the light sources this way, I think, at least in the photo. So this is Caran d'Ache. It's Neo Color 2 Caran d'Ache. You like the green? That's a complementary of red, and I do like my greens. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you. So these Caran d'Ache, if you go over them with your watercolor brush, it just melts. Do you see that? So let me just get close. So you see that, right? I'm just putting water on top of it. Look how it melts. Ah! Chef's kisses. I love it. Instantly, now you have shadows. And they're expensive, so what I would recommend is just get a few. I have a grayscale one. So what I have, where is it? So like for darker areas, I'm definitely going to use a darker one, right? So closest to the surface, it's always the darkest. So let's get those dark ones in. And all of this area is pretty dark. Okay. Gotta decide where my shadows are falling. And then I'm gonna melt these shadows. Okay, and then I'm gonna melt those. You see that? Okay. They're just beautifully. Look how beautiful. Alright. I love it, I love it, I love it. And we're just gonna quickly go in these white spaces too. Just right there. So they don't look like they're floating, and they're actually anchored somewhere. So I'm gonna add these in there. all of the white spaces. So think of all the negative spaces between the objects and think about where they're going to make a shadow. Okay, here, like under there. And as it gets farther from the object, it's gonna get lighter and lighter. So I'm just gonna do it that way. No. No, 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 no. Okay, there we go. We need a little more there. Oops. Picking up gunk from my table. What is this? What the heck is this? Okay, there we go. Alright, so now, well, that's done. Put some more on this side. Well, it's part of it. Yes, now it's just part of it. Too bad. The gunk is part of the art. We totally meant to do that. Okay, I'm going to switch to my flat. Oh, it has some green from before, so I'm going to clean it up a little bit. I don't want that green in my sketch. I really don't, so it's okay though. We're gonna, it's kind of, I don't like using completely clean art supplies because it's all the colors that it picks up. It kind of adds to the charm of it. I don't know. I kind of like it. Okay, so now, my friends, let's use maybe this guy. Hi, mascara, massacra. That's a really interesting name. I thought it was mascara. I apologize. How's it going? Thank you for coming. Is that how you say it? Massacra? Alright, I'm gonna add the color on my pens. So most of them, no, not that one, sorry. Most of them are like grays and browns. And I might do that too, but let's add this first. I love the red on this, so I'm going to use the marker. Okay, perfect. Apologize for pronouncing it wrong. Alright, here's my red. Oh my gosh, I just noticed they all have a little bit of red. That's so cute. Okay, I love it. And you know what? Because I like it so much, I'm going to add it. I'm going to add it there too. It's fine. It is totally fine. Okay, so for this guy, let's do, like, that is a really nice color. I love that dark purpley color, like similar to this guy. So I'm going to just add to that. And then for the other ones, they're kind of in the grays. Hey, here I go, using my grays again. And then for this one, it looks like a brown. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you like it. Massacra? I love that name. What does that mean? I'm going to a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown. This is just fun art supply table that they have there. Okay, so let's add some brushes here. And we are going to add some brushes. Let's color this part of it. the ferrule. Maybe I'll do a little bit there. There we go. It's darker and darker. Okay, now the fun part. I am going to grab my reds. Thanks, Abby. And polish something good, like a, something not good, like a disaster. And I called my, see, like this color doesn't fit, a cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I didn't think it was a disaster name. I thought it was really cool. Alright, so we're gonna just do this because I love to splatter. And this is supposed to be ink pots, right? So I'm gonna add some depth with my reds here to make them look a little more juicy. Who doesn't like juicy? Come on, be honest. Who does not like juicy? Alright, so in this area here, I want to add some text also. I'm just thinking. There's definitely more shadow needed in that area because it's just so close to each other. There's not enough shadow there. Of course, Abby, you're my OG, you know I'm gonna splatter there. I love that you knew. That actually kind of low-key makes me really happy. Alright. Thank you. I do love the splatter a lot too. Alright. Over here, I don't like how like this is just nothing. It's too white of a space for me. So I'm going to kind of bring that in a little bit to kill the white space here. Slightly. Okay. I mean, we could always add more things, but I don't want to. This is a really busy scene already, so I don't want to add more objects as such. And I'm gonna just darken up these areas because there's lots happening in terms of supplies and their shadows. It's important to do that here especially. So we're gonna scale that a little bit. All right. Okay, cool. And now what I want to do is I'm gonna grab my black zebra. So I debate between my acrylic pen or I could do the black zebra. So this is the clickable one. Remember I showed you the gray one? This is the black one. I could use this at this point or I could use my acrylic black. Let's try this. And if I don't like it, then maybe we'll switch to that. I'm gonna do some shaky lines because I like the loose lines. And we want to make these things pop a little bit. I like going back in and making them darker instead of starting out darker. It's just, it helps me see where I want to, you know, commit later. There we go. Just some brushes there. And then we have some pens here. So I think what I'm going to do is I want to add more tips there, like slightly defined, not too defined, but slightly, just so you can kind of get a sense that these are art supplies, you know. There we go. And then I'm gonna do the borders of these guys. Remember, we're gonna try to keep it shaky. I don't want to have a very firm hand. I'm holding it slightly farther If I hold it from the tip, then my hand would be too tight and my lines would be too tight, and I don't want that. You see how it had started to pop a little bit just because I'm using a darker pen around. This one's slightly still wet, so I'm gonna go on this side. Let's do this guy. This table is so noisy. It's bothering me. Okay, anyways. There's a few rings I see around, and I can definitely add those. I think that would be nice to do that. It kind of gives you the... It looks like a pot then, you know? So we're gonna do the same thing here. We're gonna do a few circles. And then I'm gonna wait for that to dry a little bit. This side is slightly wet. See Eclipse? I sub, you're so good at painting. Oh, thank you. Welcome to the club. Thank you for subscribing. I appreciate that. Thank you. I should give you guys a tour of my studio since I am here. I do these sketches, but you're right, I also paint. So I have all my oil paintings right now up on the wall. Maybe I can give you a tour at some point. If not today, then in a future live stream. Okay, here we go. So these are all pens, and I'm gonna try to keep them nice and loose again. I don't want too much definition because then it loses the point. Yeah, okay. Vote for a studio tour then. Coming up. Hi, Derry. Or Daryl. Oh my god, it's so hard to read from here. Daryl Livingstone. Hi. Okay, so if I showed you how I have it all set up, my phone is set up on my tripod, and my tripod clasp is actually blocking the usernames and some of the comments, so I'm like struggling to read them. So I apologize if I don't say your name right, or if I don't read your comment. I'm really struggling here. I need a better setup. This is horrible. Like I said, my initial setup was perfect, and then YouTube decided not to connect me to the live stream, and then I had to take it all off and figure it out, and yeah, that just threw me off. Okay, so here we go. And then we do this. Thank you. Thank you for understanding. Okay. Here's a brush here. Here's a brush there. So guess what? There's a brush here, right? I haven't colored that in, and I don't think I want to. Because sometimes you have to let the white spaces speak, right? Because it's more powerful than putting color everywhere. It's one of those things that you learn with like lots of sketching and lots of practice, that sometimes you just don't have to do anything for it to be more powerful and more of a stronger piece. Because we tend to want to color everything. I feel like, at least when I started sketching or drawing, I wanted to color everything just because I enjoy coloring, you know. But then you realize that sometimes you just don't have to, because it just looks better. So leaving white spaces and working with watercolors, that's why it was so difficult for me in the beginning, because you have to plan your white spaces out, and once you lose that space, it's pretty much gone. You can't do anything about it. Alright, so this little guy is looking good. I like it. I like what it looks like right now, but I don't like that I don't have any text on it. And where is it? Oh, I've got this white acrylic pen that I like to use in spots, which gives you like these highlights. So you add them here, here, like that. I'm gonna use it sparingly. Just here, here, here. Whoops. Do it that way. The yellow should have more for sure. Okay. I'm gonna add this here. Amazing. That looks good. Some here. Get yourself a white acrylic pen. It's really, really good for highlights. Especially like if you're doing glass bottles or something. It's really good. I love it. I want to do just a little bit here and there. Okay, now I want to add some text. Okay. So let's add some text. What should I add? I have a red and brown inks. I always use this one, I feel like. So I'm gonna use this guy. And then I have a dip pen, a glass pen. It's a dip pen. So let's use that today to do a little text on the side. Before I do that, I want to add some splatter, if you want to call that splatter. Some dots here because they're more controlled, but I feel like to balance that space out, I need to add that a little bit. So let's do that. Okay, I like that. I could go lighter. Oh, I like that. Okay. Perfect. Now I'm gonna add, I'll put ink pots or something. Yes, I know, right? I haven't used, especially this color, I haven't used it in a long time. Alright, I'm gonna use, I don't know where I want, I can't decide, where do I want the text? So if I put it there, that's gonna take away from that. I feel like, for composition's sakes, I'll put it here. Still wet. Oh, dang it. This part is still wet. So it's gonna smudge. But it's okay. Let's put pots. It kind of adds to the charm of it, even if it's smudging a little bit. It's melting. Okay, I kind of like it that it's going, it's melting into the wetness of it. Okay. Pots. And just to make that pop a little bit, wait for it to dry. Fan it up a little bit. Okay. I'm just gonna add there you go. Just loosely add the lines around it so you can read it better. Pots. There we go. Okay. left top or right bottom, maybe. I put it here because now when you look at it, your eye is gonna go rotate, right? So it goes from here. So if I had put it here, then there would be nothing here catching you. So it kind of takes you on a story, like you ride your bike starting here and you come around and you end up here. Does that make sense? Let me show you the image that I used. Move my big hamburger out of the way. This was the photo. This was our photo. And this was our sketch. You see that? Okay, I hope you can see that. So how you can go from a photo and loosely sketch something like this. All right, okay. Well, thank you for joining me. This took longer than expected. I'm usually done in like 30 minutes or 20 minutes. But maybe I chatted a lot today. And so many new people who joined us today, so thank you. And thank you for subscribing. And hopefully I can come back again and we can do this again sometime. And maybe I'll do a studio tour for those of you who asked. That would be fun. Okay, thanks everyone for joining me today, and I will see you again. Thanks, Abby, for waking up so early and catching this live. All right, I'm just gonna do it real quick. Zoom in. There you go. All right, perfect. Thank you, everyone. I'll see you in the next one. Bye. Oh, thank you. I don't know if it looks better, but it does look good. I like how it turned out for sure. Thank you for liking it. I really appreciate you joining the tribe too. Hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.